If you guys don't know, Emilio's from Meth Desto.
From Meth Desto. Speaking of meth, my dad got in prison when I was 9 years old. That's dope, though. I'm glad to hear that you're going to be...
Yeah, you can transition from speaking of meth. I'm so happy for your life. You know?
That's how my life goes. What's good, Solafide Podcast, and happy summer. It is officially time to, you know, I got thrown off over there. It's time to go to the beach, play some volleyball, slap some of your favorite Christian hip-hop artists.
Hold on. Welcome back to the Solafide Podcast. It's your boy, AJ. Welcome back, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, how you been, bro?
Oh, I've been good, man. I got a second baby on the way, so I'm super excited.
Oh, congratulations. Can finally say it on the pod?
Yeah,
Let's
having
go.
a boy. I got my girl. That's what I wanted. Now I'm getting my boy.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Being a father, man, has definitely changed me for the better. You know, like I knew that this girl that I had was gonna break my heart, and she totally did for the first 2 years of her life that we have her already. You know, she's about to be 2, and it just continues to grow me as a person. So it's been pretty awesome.
Praise God, man. And then now we're getting a little boy. Let's go.
And then your kids identify.
My kids actually, they identify as being fatherless. It kind of runs in the family, you know.
They identify as not-existent. He doesn't have
They
kids.
identify as non-existent.
Yeah.
No, it runs in the family, though. You know, like around age 9, everybody in my family kind of disappears.
No, we're not doing the, hey, guys, my father left me at a young age.
I wasn't going to do it this episode, and then you just started it.
You did it.
You asked me
You
about
seriously
fatherhood.
started it out that way.
You asked me about fatherhood in the first 5 minutes.
I asked you about fatherhood. Okay. How, a non-existent fatherhood is a little different than my dad left me at a young age.
That's the only fatherhood I know, dude.
you break out crying, huh?
Man.
Yeah.
Maybe last episode I almost did.
Yeah.
But anyways, how you been, bro? How's life been?
I've been good, man. It's a good summer so far.
Yeah, man. You got some plans going on for
Solafide? We went to, we're going with the church to the youth. Oh, with Solafide?
Yeah, with Solafide.
Oh.
My bad. I mean, your life's more important too.
I'll share this. I'm going to be camp counselor with my wife. My wife's an RN, so she's going to be the nurse on grounds. So she'll be basically like the med bay for the whole campground.
Nice.
Because when you get a lot of teenagers together and there's a lot of different insecurities and things that are happening in their lives, it's not always safe to leave them with medicine in their bags.
Right.
So what we do with the camp is we basically confiscate all the medicine, and when they have times that they need to take it, she will basically be dispensing it based upon a schedule.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool, but I get to be a camp counselor again. It's my third year.
Cool.
Last year I didn't have my wife. The year before she was there, but last year we had my daughter was like barely, she was probably like 7 months, 8 months.
Wow,
you know,
that's crazy. Yeah.
She wasn't even a year yet, and now I get to be with my wife this year again, and it's pretty exciting. But she's also pregnant again.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm super excited, dude. I'm super juiced.
Camps are so fun too, though. Like I've had my best memories as a camp counselor for youth. Like I've had so many encounters with guys.
You've been a camp counselor for the church or what?
Yeah, for the church. I was, before I met Natalie, I was a youth leader over at my church, one church in Modesto.
Shout out Salida.
Shout out Salida. Yeah, Salida is technically where I went to church.
Is it called Salida?
Yeah, Salida.
Why? Why is it pronounced that way? It looks like
that's
Salida.
how
Salida rolls off the tongue better.
It's like that's just how I've heard it my whole life. I mean, I've heard Salida just from like weirdos. But
if you guys don't know, Emilio's from Meth Desto.
From Meth Desto. Speaking of meth, my dad got in prison when I was 9 years old. No, but that's dope though. I'm glad to hear that you're gonna be.
Yeah, you can transition from speaking of meth. I'm so happy for your life. You know?
That's how my life goes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty dope.
As far as the podcast, you were asking me though, we're in a new space.
And we're hoping
This is your first time here.
Yeah, this is my first time
Actually,
here. It's pretty.
This is your second time here.
Yeah, it's my second time here. Technically to you guys. Yeah, it's my second time here. Man, it's pretty nice. I'm excited to see where we end up next.
Nah, this is definitely where we're planting and growing.
Yeah.
And we're setting things concrete here because we're not also building a podcast, but we're going on to building a network.
Right.
Which is a little different than just having, we're recording a podcast. We're going to be basically creating a network to allow different voices to get promoted out into
Solafide, boy.
yeah, and it's smart to also just have cross platforms, like cross audiences between all these different podcasts we would probably host here.
Right.
So even just collaborating and getting different engagement from other people's audiences, I think are going to be pretty huge.
I think it's huge just to also have a community of like being able to give a voice to people who can't just like go and hit record, like, you know,
Right.
that they're open to have a podcast, and, you know, just making sure that the people that are up here are just being able to have a voice and speak.
And for those who don't know, I'm back in the 707, baby. This is where I grew up, right here in
707.
Fairfield.
Yeah, Natalie texted me. She's like, Fairfield, isn't that where AJ's from? I'm like, oh
Yeah, originally it's my neighborhood.
I had no clue. But
Yeah.
hopefully eventually we can get to a point where we can like maybe do a couple episodes and then have a Patreon episode. I know that's a goal of ours.
So you gave me the idea in the beginning,
Mhm.
like, bro, let's start a Patreon. 2 subscribers in, you're like, bro, let's
do
start
it.
a Patreon.
Let's
And I'm
get
like, bro, no, we are not doing a Patreon right now.
Off
We don't
rip.
even have like the knowledge, let alone the audience and the capabilities. But now we got an audience. Now we
Right.
got the capabilities, and now we are just about ready.
It just makes sense in the grand scheme of like being able to say what you need to say what you want to say. And if like at any point in time you can't really post on YouTube or anything anymore, you can be able to at least have another outlet where people can go and continue to support.
Right? Yeah. How do you feel about what we just took?
Yo,
Do
let me
your
talk to you
pupils
guys
get
about
wide
this.
right now?
Let me talk to you guys about this alpha brain.
By the way, this podcast is not sponsored by On It or Alpha Brain or in any means or shape or form.
I wasn't even gonna bring up alpha brain, but you brought it up.
No, I really
So-
wanted to share that
so
we took it.
I'll tell you my experience. All right, I
Yeah.
pulled up to the podcast, right, and AJ, I went to shake his hand, and whenever I shook his hand, out of nowhere, I had 2 little pillies in my hand.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, man, I don't think I could do this,
And then I
AJ. I
went-
don't think I could do it. And then you did that, and I
Yeah.
was peer pressured into it. And so
Yeah.
what we ended up doing was
And then he did
cracking
it back and it got really weird after that.
No, so we cracked open these alpha brains, and then AJ got $100 bill,
Yeah.
turned it to a straw.
Smashed it.
No, I'm playing. No, I don't know. Like I've never experienced alpha brain, so I kind of
I
just
feel like I'm talking pretty good right now. I got to be honest.
yeah. Well,
I don't
now I
know.
guess I'm conscious.
Amy, am
of
I
it now.
rambling on? Yeah.
She's like,
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. That's what I
Appreciate
want.
yeah. I mean, that's better than not, right? You gotta
Yeah.
keep it going.
And shouts out to podcast producer extraordinaire Amy.
yeah. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your channel name?
Instagram is Memories by Amy.
There you go. Check it out.
That's
Memories
a dope
by
name
Amy.
too.
Yeah.
Not a lot
Thanks
of
for the
people
plug,
like,
guys.
Huh?
I said thanks for the plug, guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
Shameless
sir.
plug for Amy.
and she always brings snacks every time we're out here.
Yeah.
every
She
time.
brought Sarita bread.
Yeah, there's always something.
Yeah. That's
then
awesome. One of my favorite
Amy helped
snacks.
me out at the show last time I was there at Hope Fest at the Capitol in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
She shot some photos for me, and those are still like the best photos I've got taken for
Yeah.
all year for sure.
I know. I told him stop having shaky cam for footage, please.
Dude,
You're
I
getting
know.
me sick.
This is how I do my content.
Shoot
all right?
it with have somebody
Whoever-
hold an iPhone. iPhones have
whoever-
a stabilizer in it.
Whoever I'm next to, I'm like, yo, I got this idea. You want to record it? And if it's not like Natalie, then the person that's holding my camera is just gonna like, oh, okay, and they stop.
Yeah.
So that's why when I record other people's content, I'm super intentional.
You know what's crazy is I shot something for you a while ago. It was like an interview of Emilio Sarabia before we
2019,
ever started like really.
that was the day that we kind of like talked about working together, but we had already been friends.
Do you
for a
remember
while.
where it was?
Yeah, it was at Thrive Church
Yep.
in Elk Grove.
Yep. So at Thrive Church in Elk Grove, which used to be called Laguna Christian Center. My brother used to play keys for them back in the day, for the worship team. But over at Thrive Church, and you invited me out, and I was like, and then you're like, hey, you come meet my boy Damo. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, bro, you don't know. I know all these guys, like
Yeah, I didn't know.
Damo,
Sacramento was like, you have Sacramento covered.
yeah, Chris, Sarah, all the Lids crew that used to go to that church back in the day. They're all old friends of mine, and Johnny Garcia, who I've also met Johnny
Oh,
Garcia
Johnny too.
through them.
No
I
way.
met through them.
No, 6. Sorry.
Yeah, J6, Johnny Garcia, Just Johnny Music,
Shouts out to the boy.
the Filthy Kids music group or whatever he has now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen the post.
Because
actually,
it's
never
a
mind. I
different
seen that.
sound and it's a different project style. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm super proud of him, man. He's been sending me music nonstop. That dude has inspired me so much to just be consistent with like music and videos and everything. He's
Right.
like, I don't know, whenever I feel like creating, I just create. And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start taking that approach.
Yeah,
man.
he inspired me a lot. Just hanging out with Johnny, he has like a really like childlike heart where he's just like always imaginative and like changing up what he's doing and stuff. He's not
Yeah.
ever on one thing for too long.
He's taken me in definitely as like I'm his protege, I guess, as far as like mixing and mastering goes. I ask him so many questions about music.
Yeah,
It's crazy
it's
because
a good person to have. Like I texted him my recent track that I told you I was struggling with, and he's gonna get back to me on that. I'm excited to hear what he has to say.
yeah.
Or not, because every time you send like a song that you think is fully done to somebody who knows what they're doing, like I sent you my mix and I'm like, what do you think about this? And you're like,
Okay.
is it
for,
true time?
for those who don't know, what do I do with your music more than anything? Like when you send me stuff, what am I to you? Like,
What do you engineer my music?
no, like,
Or what do you tell me to do with my music?
I'm
'Cause I had to
blatantly
Blatantly
honest.
absolutely.
I am crucial to like, because I
But that's
personally,
why I ask you.
personally, I tell you the good things about it too, though. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, I really like how you said this, and this. But personally, if I'm making music or anything, I would want somebody to tell me, dude,
Yeah.
this doesn't sound good.
Those are the
You know what I
people
mean?
that I send my music to, because like I'm not looking. I've already sat for 7 hours on a mix, right? And I'm not looking for someone to be like, oh yeah, it's good. I'm looking for someone to be like, yo, the low end's gone, or you need maybe your vocals have too much high end on it, stuff like that.
Right.
So like you always give me like direction, and so then I'll listen to it again and I hear what you're talking about, and I just needed that like that push to like hear it, and I'm like, oh dang, I gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been doing that. I'm trying to get back into mixing and mastering. Right before me and you met, I was mixing and mastering all my own stuff. And then I was getting okay at it. And then right around that time, we started working together, and you just did it way better. And I was like, well, I want to have better quality music. So you started doing it. But now 2023, I'm still working with you, but I'm also trying to figure out, I'm trying to get my mixing chops back, because I also used to make a good living off that too. Not
Yeah.
a living, but a good money off it. Like people would hit me up every now and then. So I'm trying to be able to at least diversify my skill set.
Yeah, you're pretty good at like editing music and mixing it very well. You clearly still working on the mastering part and all that,
Right.
but
I
that's
have
where
no idea what I'm doing when it comes to mastering.
that's where
None.
me and you like work hand in hand. You'll send me mixes and I'll be like, hey, I would have did this in this part.
Right.
Or you'll be like, hey, are all the vocals supposed to run through this bus channel, or should I separate? I was like, it depends.
Yeah.
Are you do you have a choir singing, or is it just like a rap vocal? I wouldn't probably send it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so you literally just were
That was
texting me that last night. Yeah.
And dude, like I'm so mad because like I wouldn't normally do that. I know a few artists who do that, like Caleb
do
Gordon.
that?
Don't do
Sorry.
that to me, bro.
Yeah. I'm 4 years old, so sorry about that.
No, Caleb Gordon, I see he does that. And then I DM'd him one time. I'm like, yo, why do you do
But
that?
hold on. Shouts out to Caleb Gordon,
Yeah,
bro,
he's
because
hard.
dude, Caleb Gordon is probably the GOAT when it comes to getting viral on Instagram, TikTok, and everything. Like, what's that?
I seen a tweet from him the other day. He said, tell me how I'm making six figures. Tell me how I made 6 figures from my bedroom. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Because like if you look at what he does, he's just sitting here like, I mean, he kills it.
That's a bad statement to put out there.
I don't know if it was a response
It sounds
to
like
a
an
tweet.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Caleb Gordon OnlyFans.
I'm sorry.
Question
I'm
mark.
sorry, but it just sounds a little sus the way you
Lord.
put it out.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say it like Caleb. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean it like that. But
Caleb Gordon, we will fly you out if you want to come on the podcast, bro. I will have you in a minute.
Yeah, big time. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but August 5th, I'm gonna be doing a show with Adrian Rojo, Kaylin's husband, and we're doing a show, and he's trying to get another main act. He's gonna hit up Caleb. I'm not sure if he already did or not, but if he comes out, maybe I could talk to him.
Are you secret time over here?
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like I have shows coming up. Like I could say that, right? It's
Yeah.
August 5th. Come to Livermore. If you guys are watching this right now,
Go
August
ahead,
5th.
plug it.
Livermore, California. Come see your boys perform. It's going to be me, Adrian Rojo, and all the homies. Bobby 4N, Wilson, LLC Flame.
And I'll be selling hot dogs out of a cart there, so
He'll
come
be selling
support your boy.
Alpha Brain hot dogs.
Alpha Brain hot
So
dogs.
if you guys
there
want
you
to
go.
get that.
What is the event called?
The event is called... we changed it so many times. Ooh.
Yeah, that's good to do for marketing. No, just kidding.
No, like just like in the... It's called Summerfest or something like that.
By the way, if
Something
you guys don't
unique.
know this, I am super shocked that shirt fits you.
I know. Oh, yeah. You know what? Since we're on the topic of this, let me just get the name of this real quick. But since we're on the topic of this shirt, Natalie, my girlfriend, if you're seeing this footage right now and you're like, Emilio, why would you ever put that t-shirt on? You look so horrible. That's such bad taste.
Suave.
Blame AJ.
Yeah.
All right, blame AJ.
It's an Old Navy shirt, bro. Don't get on me about that.
No, but every single time I've tried like something of yours on, and then I'll post, I'll just get a swipe up, and that'll be like, "Is that your shirt? What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "Whatever."
I've given you a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
Like the pouch. Remember the pouch? The HGA?
I love that one. That was
Dude, that
fire,
one's-
bro.
yeah, that's pretty
I wore
sick.
that in the 5 unofficial music video.
I really got one of those, like, what do you call it?
Oh, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. That makes sense.
What do you call those pouches? Side,
They're like fanny packs or like
they're
the
like side
backpacks
bags
on
for your chest, but I got it specifically for
from
Italy.
KB, right? It's the HGA
Yeah,
one.
I got it from KB, but I got it specifically to go to Italy with because I was like, oh, I could just carry my wallet and everything in here, so it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I love that thing. That thing was so useful and it looked dope. Looked
Did
like
you
had,
give it
like,
to
a
David?
bulletproof- No,
Oh, I thought you gave it to David.
maybe he used it one time, like
I've
when we
seen
were
him
at,
in it. Yeah,
we were at like Disneyland or something. But Ignite Summer, I know that's super late, but the
go
concert's
ahead,
called
plug it, replug
Ignite
it.
Summer, August 5th. Ignite Summer, Livermore, California. Come out. You guys want to see your boy perform and all the homies.
This is gonna be a very short podcast today. We just wanted to basically jump on here and say what's up to you guys, test out some of the equipment in the new space.
Yee. Break it in.
You guys got to go back and backlog all the episodes. We'll have a lot of clips coming out. We started creating clips from our old podcast
Mm-hmm.
because we have
A lot.
some pretty funny stuff on there.
Got some hilarious things.
If you didn't know, because it's going to come out, Emilio mistaked Mr. Miyagi for who?
Dude, I don't even remember that. Really? I remember the Miyagi thing, but I called him
He
Oh,
called
no,
him Yao
dude.
Ming.
Yeah, I did. Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
bro, Mr. Miyagi. Did you know that Mr. Miyagi went to like Army High or whatever? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so Mr. Miyagi is like 5 feet tall and Yao Ming is like
The
6'4".
complete opposite. And like the only thing they have in common is that they're Asian, right?
And you had to go into the Asian accent and go, wax on, wax off.
I didn't mean to say Yao Ming. Like I knew who we were talking about.
And I was like, Yao Ming? Like, really, Yao Ming?
I was just going, all right, man. I'll still learn how to podcast.
We also were doing that virtually, so we weren't in person for the first episode. It's
Right.
pretty funny episode if you go back and listen. I'm not a big fan of virtually calling in,
Yeah.
mainly because there's a lag and it tends to not be the best.
Right.
But
It was fun. Like we had our
It's
own
a
little
good-
buttons, the toxic button. Remember all that?
yeah, well, we created a toxic button because Emilio would say things that were really toxic, and I'm like, whoa, 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 bro, you can't be saying that.
One of these days we're bringing back a soundboard, bro. Like
Yeah.
my favorite podcasts are the
Here, I'll
ones that
pretend
just
like
have
I'm pressing it right now.
Toxic.
Are you gonna put a sound there? Or?
No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Yes, yes, of course. Why would I?
Okay. I like the ones that have like dramatic music out of
And
nowhere.
if you didn't know, the recording went something like this: toxic,
Yeah. Oh, it literally was that. It was your voice.
toxic.
You
Yeah.
actually got the deep level too.
And it was like really reverbed out, so it was like toxic.
Yee. No, but I'm actually really excited for this next season of this podcast and to see what comes of it. Especially with the music and everything. I just feel like down the road, if we get really established and consistent, then like, you know, the music is gonna be able to interfere with the podcast a lot. Like we can have a lot of guest friends on that are in town on a show or something.
I mean,
like
we
that.
got so many people in our space too that are doing big things. I've talked to a lot of people. I have an NFL player. I don't want to say who yet, but that's gonna be coming on. And
Crazy.
I have some amazing people that had just been loving the podcast and loving what we've been doing. So I'm really excited, man. I'm so happy for this next season for Solafide Studio, Solafide Podcast, for your stuff, man. I've told you so many times, like, just even having the podcast alone is such good marketing for your music.
Oh, absolutely.
Like every time we do something, you get a lot of plays
Yeah.
and follows and
I mean, the past
shout outs.
the past 3 podcasts, I was releasing music and I gotta just be like, this is dropping here and here, and I just gotta cut it, throw it on social media. It's like already done.
What have you done? Some technical difficulties?
All right, guys. Well, that's probably going to conclude our podcast. Emilio, go ahead and sign us off.
All right, this is episode. What episode is it? Okay, Solafide Podcast. Thank you for joining us. More coming soon. Yay!
We're going to vault this episode. It's going to be like episode 500, and we're just going to
5,000.
post it now, and then it's going to come out like 10 years later. Thank you guys for watching Solafide Podcast.
Subscribe, like, comment.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Comment down below. Engage with us and join our Patreon when we do start it. Links will be below, and check out one of these videos.
What's something that Yao